So today is actually shaping up to be pretty nice. I left the house today. I'd be feeling a bit iffy, but I needed to go and get some iron tablets. So I said, girl, get your life, figure it out. So I went to get some iron tablets and then just walked through a local high street. And I discovered this little bookstore, which is really, really cute. Apparently the bookstore's been there for 28 years. 28 years. It's about four or five shops down from a big Waterstones. They're an independent bookstore and they do discount books, and now they've started doing new books. I mean, it's always a good day when you find books, isn't it? So I bought 3 books, which I had no business buying. I didn't have a business buying 1, let alone 2, and not 3. But we move. Today will be a good day.
Yaga y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Sylvie, aka Frizzy. At this point, I'm pretty sure you've subscribed, so you know who we be. Let me just shout out, let me just start. 314 people have subscribed to my channel. Hey! Huh. Have I made it? 314 people. Big up yourselves, because this is the beginning of the journey. This is the hope. This is the beginning of the journey. So boom, I had a couple of videos planned. I will just push them back. But I ended up going for a walk today. Boom, bam, bam. As you saw at the beginning, I then ended up going to a bookstore, buying books. At this point, I feel like I'm Sylvie and I am a book addict. It's just like a confession hour. So yeah, I ended up with new books. So I just thought, boom, let me do a quick, I messed up haul to just show you the books that I got. I'm still finding my feet. This is all a learning curve. I don't know, well, I haven't explained to you guys before. So I come from an audio background. So I do audio producing and audio presenting. So video is just a whole new, brand new thing for me. I never liked recording videos before because I blink a lot. And I've just been like, yeah, I'm gonna be like. So yeah, I make the joke that I'm a radio person. I've got a face for radio, even though I'm buff, but video isn't usually my thing. So I'm warming up. But it'd be great for you guys to let me know as well, what sort of footage do you want to see? What do I need to be providing? What's gonna be seasoning up my platform? Right about now, I've mixed a bit of a vlog / chat with me for this video. I've got something coming up which I'm really excited about. I filmed the footage years ago, but it's about one of my trips. I fell in love with a book and ended up flying out to the country because of it. So I've got some more deets and information coming later. So yeah, I'm just out here. What did I buy? 100 Great Black Britons. It's a big book. I gotta be honest, I like my hardback books. I don't like the flimsy stuff. If I ever go to a store and I have to pick between them, I'm picking the hardback because to me it just makes sense. It just makes sense. So I bought this on sale for £8.99. I'm really into, I just think as I'm getting older, I'm really, really interested in, one, being a part of, hopefully, the legacy, but also championing all of the Black British people who are doing amazing stuff. Growing up, even though I am Black British, Black African, a lot of our information and I think we looked very strongly to the US, so the African American community and what they've done, and they've done amazing things, but I think sometimes we have overlooked our contribution. So I'm really big on focusing on the Black British people. So it's like, stand up Black Brits, because we are amazing and we've been doing amazing things for years and years. So this is a celebration of the lives, stories and contributions of Black British people. So yeah, I'm really here for it. And this is by Patrick Vernon and Angelina Osborne. So I'm happy. Okay, so it says, from abolitionists to rap icons, from pioneers of modern nursing to Turner Prize winning artists, and from 19th century social reformers to LGBTQI activists, 100 Great Black Britain celebrates the many ways in which Black Britons have challenged and overcome racial barriers to make notable advances in their fields. Who do I expect to be in here? I feel like Carla would be in here. I'd love Dorothy Coombs to be in here because for me, she's just been an influential author. Is she in here? There'll be Sir Lenny Henry. He's in TV, he's a comedian, and he's doing a lot now he's really big on putting a foot out there and saying, listen, we need to diversify the media and TV industry. So I expect to see him in there, of course. Who else? Kehinde Andrews, of course, come on. I've written and reviewed his books. I've missed the whole thing. I have a website, www.frizzandgo.com. So before I came onto YouTube, I have a whole website where I review books, I talk about I write about travel, and I also write a lot about mental health. So if you've been following me from then, we out here. And if you're new, come and join that ride as well. Ama Asante, MBE. Naomi Campbell, of course, runway model. She's been there, she's been doing it for years. Mallory Blackman, author of Noughts and Crosses. Monroe Bergdorf, she is the mixed race / black transgender woman. She's been doing a lot to raise awareness and equality for trans people. Stuart Hall, so from an academic point of view, an absolute sociology pioneer. David Lammy, MP. Mary Seacole, a lot of people will know about Florence Nightingale. Mary Seacole was badass. She was also a nurse. She was out there in the Crimean War. People them didn't want her to come and help save lives. What did she do? She went and saved lives. Benjamin Zephaniah, are you mad? I've been reading Benjamin Zephaniah's poetry since I was a pickney. I know I made a good choice with this one. I'm hoping that these things can go somewhere, like on a coffee table or somewhere. I also have a bookcase behind me that I have never filled because it's like it's a temporary. The plan was to get rid of it. I'm still doing up my yard, so the plan was to get rid of this, but now I think I might just fill it and then go with the flow, basically. My second book is by Ta-Nehisi Coates. It is called The Water Dancer. So Ta-Nehisi Coates is an American author. I believe he was a correspondent for The Atlantic, so he's been in the media world for some time. Guys, can I just push? Do you like my nails? Just like my nails. I did them myself. I feel quite proud. This is the thing. This is what I'm like. I have a book channel, but I'll be chatting about everything else as well. It's just a bit mad. This book. So I've never read anything from Ta-Nehisi before. Never have. And everybody on Bookstagram and a lot of time when I'm on YouTube has all-purpose seasoning reviews of his work. So I need to jump in a mix and see. I need to put it up against my seasoning skills and see what I got on. So that's the plan. I also think I kind of feel historical fiction has a really, I don't want to say soft spot, but I think that's my thing. I think I really do like historical fiction. Yeah, I would say that I do. non-fiction as well, but I think historical fiction. I really like things that I can learn from and really understand more, not just from a factual point of view. When you put the characters in and you really make me understand what they went through and experiences, that's how I retain information about the past a lot. So yes, I'm interested in this book. Just to give you a little bit more information, so Hiram Walker is a man with a secret and a war to win, a war for the right to fight, a war for the right to life, to family, to freedom. So the main character is born on a Virginia plantation. He's also born, so he's born gifted with a mysterious power that he won't discover until he's almost a man. Okay. And this is when he risks everything for a chance to escape. One fateful decision will carry him away from his makeshift plantation family and into the heart of the underground war and slavery. Okay, from when you're telling me that a decision carries him away from his makeshift plantation family, then I'm going to assume that his real family is not there anymore. So I'm going to make an assumption that he is involved in the underground war and slavery, so he's part of the railroads. But he's also going to try and find his family and help them out, and I'm going to learn. Has anybody else, these books that I'm putting up, please let me know, have you read these books? I want to start getting some conversation flowing in the comments. So have you read this book? Good, maybe, nay. We're going to start going by my seasoning scheme, right? We're going to refresh that. And last but not least, by Nesreen Malik, We Need New Stories. She is a British Sudanese author. And what did I like about this? So we have social media, and I'm not even going to go into the craziness saying whether it's dangerous or not, but we've got social media and there's so much information that goes around and it's not necessarily factual, and people add 1 + 1 and they get to 55, and then they'll be selling you their WhatsApp broadcasts, and it gets a bit mad. I know that you've been getting, like, there's always an auntie or mum or someone who's read something and they're sending you some crazy stuff online. So this book, I think it's counteracting a lot of things. So it says it's challenging the toxic myths behind our age of discontent. So some of the chapters include the myth of gender equality, the myth of political correctness crisis, the myth of a free speech crisis, the myth of damaging identity politics, the myth, MYTH, Sylvie, get your life, of the reliable narrator. Has our freedom of speech become a tool for prejudice? That itself is a very big talking point. I'm going to throw it out there. If you live in the UK, we've just had the Euro Cup. The craziness that the British football players have been receiving, particularly the black football players, is absolutely wild. And these crazy ass people will tell you it's freedom of speech, mate. I'm just saying my opinion. What's the problem? Paul, because your opinion is mad. It's crazy and it's racist. But freedom of speech. Is our media reliable? That is very important. Let's put that into question with, now I will mention the Israel versus Palestine conflict. Look as to how some media outlets are reporting certain things, calling some things wars when it's not so much a war, when some things are atrocities. Do you get what I mean? Is our history a fiction? That this question is very interesting to me, particularly being a British person, growing up in school where they teach you British history, quote unquote, and they miss out a large part of British history. Let me just throw you one little fact. So after the World War II, when England was struggling, they invited all these people from the Commonwealth, from the countries, from the Caribbean, from African nations. Come, my brothers and my brothers and sistren, come help rebuild the country, come home. Hence Windrush, etc. People came to help rebuild the country, and that doesn't get included in British history. Why not? So I'm really interested in reading this. These are some of the questions at the centre of Nesrine Malik's radical and compelling analysis. As the centre ground is being eroded, she challenges us to find new narrators whose stories can fill the void and unite us behind a shared progressive vision. I like that. I'm very, very big on letting those in their communities tell their stories, amplifying the voices of people who want to tell their story, need their stories to be told. So I think this will be a really, really good read. I got this book for £4.99. I got this book for £3.99. This book was £8.99. Was I shopping or was I thrifting, bargain hunting? Yes. I think that's it from me today. I think that's a peace out. I think it is. Yes. Yeah. I think we're done.